Okay. Hola, everybody. It's your boy. And I just need to sort out my audio here, so give me a sec. It's always very tricky. Hi, KB. Today was pretty good. My sister is suffering some side effects from her vaccine. And she's never seen Shazam, so we watched that today. I've only seen it the one time, but I remembered liking it, and I still like it after watching it. Anyway, today's prompt is... Weehaw! We just turn off smoothing. It's night. What could that even mean? So... night. Oh, this happens every single time. There we go. We seem to have a little bit of a disturbance down there. I don't know what's causing that. Did I draw on my background layer? Or does it just not fill the whole space? Something's happening here. Need to find out what that is. It doesn't cover the whole space. There we go. Easy peasy. So, something like night. You know, you kind of have a immediate thing to go by. You know, it's when the sun goes down, when the moon and the stars come out. Seems pretty straightforward. But are there any other things we can glean from this? So, night. Definition. A period from sunset to sunrise in each of the 24 hours. Yeah, easy peasy. Period between afternoon and bedtime. Yep. Nocturnal. That is a very good point. We will probably end up using some sort of nocturnal animal during the night. The darkness of night. This would be a good candidate for a dark type anyway, which we are in need of. Say darkness. Because you know, like 30 Days of Night, or even I think it's in Sweden where the sun doesn't come up. Yeah, it's like for like half the year. So night is kind of categorized by darkness as well. Night, short for good night. Night and day is constant. Night is sometimes confused with night. A non-standard spelling of night. Okay, well that's fucking perfect. Okay, so what do we have so far? We have nocturnal, dark. So are we thinking something that lives in the dark? The obvious thing to go with is a bat, but I'm always trying to think outside the box with this thing. So let's look up nocturnal animals, not the movie. A list of nocturnal animals. So we got owls, moths, foxes, hedgehogs, badgers, bats. I'd like to avoid doing a bat if I could, just because it's, you know, Noibat is already a dragon type bat. A Noivern, obviously. Nocturnal nature found. Owls. Owls have a lot of magic connotations with them, I'm sure. So an owl would actually be a fairly good way to go. And I did an owl dragon last year, so it is, and I wasn't really proud of it, so it's something I'd like to maybe revisit. Let's see what else we have. Moths. Just a spectator. I'm trying to figure out what to do for my night dragon. And then part of me is thinking, could we make it like part steel type? Because could we just make it like a nice, you know? Sugar glider. Are sugar gliders nocturnal? I'm definitely thinking The A and the owl will kind of go, or I, however it's pronounced, kind of synonymous because they both have the big eyes. Uh-oh. Have you exposed yourself, Blueberry? A fox. Hedgehogs, apparently, are nocturnal. Do we have any hedgehog Pokemon besides Shaman? Surely we do. Badgers. Bats. I'm not going to do a bat. Just because we have a black bat already. Okay, how about animals that live in darkness? Okay, so this is going to be a lot creepier stuff. I'm actually going to copy the images. So we have a sea devil. I'd rather not go with the fish. But we could incorporate some kind of elements from this for dragon stuff. Anything here that takes my golden harlequin toad. A Sicilian. They look like worms, but they're actually amphibians. A lot of weird stuff here. Meet the creatures that live in the dark. Remipede. Just trying to kind of broaden our options here and see what kind of cool thing we can do. Yeah, anglerfish, nautilus apparently. Whiplash squid. See, the thing is, the bottom of the ocean is always dark, so I'm not kind of too okay. Okay, let's see, sugar glider. Sugar glider. Yeah, gliding possum. Right, the AA. Oh, AAs are so creepy looking. Where is he? Come on. Give him to me. Maurice! Blood! Hey, Dad. Oh my god, their hands are disgusting. Jesus. Christmas. Absolutely horrible. Its hand looks like... What's happening here? Is that a finger? Jesus. Its third finger, which is much thinner than the others, is used for tapping. That is the freakiest looking hand I've ever seen in my life. Okay, I'm thinking owl. Owl magical, because owls have a lot of magic stuff to do with them. They are tied to spiritual symbolism of death as well, which would mix with the dark type, if that's what we're going for. As well as it being based at night. Why would nature let anything exist? I'm actually going to skip forward into this soundtrack. Let me see. There we go. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to just get my owl from last year. And in the Smaugust video I said, you know, it's the first one is always the worst, and the owl last year was the first one. And it's this guy, which surprisingly is also Dragon Dark type. And the idea was this bit here is kind of like a hidden mouth. So I'm wondering if we could do this idea justice, because I'm really unhappy with that guy. He's kind of like a gargoyle owl, essentially. Let me just see. Coolest looking owls. Oh, not you again. We don't need you again. Let's get some birds up in here. So I don't think I've done a bird yet. This Smaugust. Not too big on that guy, but I only put in the guys I'm kind of big on, I suppose. So we'll get rid of him. And like the owl eyebrows, I guess you could call them, are very like ears. What even are they? We have a lot of also I want this guy because of his big feet. Owls for days, boys. How has everybody's Wednesday been? Today isn't Wednesday, you fucking idiot. It's Thursday. Let's try that again. How's everybody's Thursday been? Oh, this guy's freaky looking. Bleh. Could do something where it's like maybe standing on the tips of its wings or something. Owls are fucking cool. Wahaha. We should go marry Canada, so if you love it, bae. Were the first 54 vegetables that bad that you had to pick the 55th one? Oh, this guy's cool. He blink. And I think I'm correct in that Noctowl and Two-Shoot are the only owl Pokemon, or am I missing someone? Okay, I think that's pretty good. Had a shower before this, so I'm like drippy. Oh, Rowlet, yeah, of course. Oh, jeez, I need to delete that hand just so it doesn't pop up again. Nightmare fuel. Also skipping this song because I don't like it. Local man chews ice into a microphone on stream. How entertaining. Okay, nearly 20 minutes in, so it's almost time to begin. Auto-select, you are the bane of my fucking existence. Let's keep you on though. And now let's turn you off, because you're going to cause me big problems. It's not a stream unless I complain about auto-select. So this guy particularly caught my attention. In terms of how we could maybe do something interesting with some wings. Its wings could kind of come down. Maybe it stands on its wings. Okay, hang on. So I'm getting pretty big vibes of something here. If you know what it is, you know what it is. The Sly Cooper villain, Clockwork, I believe, is a big owl. The Death Ray. Ah, yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. This. Okay. Just want to not make it too similar to that. You know, I'm not in the mood for exciting music. Let's go back to the classic. That's very intense. Okay. Easy peasy. Local man finally decides on music. I should make those easier to see because I'm not really drawing over them. I know, obviously, let's get images of the already existing owl Pokemon. So we got this fucking dude, which apparently has 2 legs, but I'm like, where does it keep the second one? There can't be another leg in there. Hoot Noctowl is a very boring Pokemon. I'm sorry to any Noctowl stands out there, but it's literally a bird. It's a bloomin' pigeon. And then I suppose we'll get the Rowlet lads in here as well. All kind of different vibes. Dartrix, who has a big old emo fringe, so I don't think we need to really worry about it. And Decidueye, who is just a man. Man, boy, child. Decidueye. Okay. I'm thinking in terms of like dragon elements, could it maybe have like claws at the end of its wings? Or something. I'll figure that out with time. Just the things always take the time to figure out. Like some kind of owl-shaped dragon instead of a dragon-typed owl, if that makes sense. Could even do it as an evolution to this guy instead of just remaking him, but I do like the idea of a really sinister ass owl. They could even have like false eyes or something. We're just gonna feel it out. Maybe it could be holding something. Like a bone. Another bird type with bones. Maybe. I'm gonna give it a bigger head. Maybe the wings kind of end in a big fur blob or something. Kind of like Blaziken's feet. I just googled Blazikens. Kind of like that, you know? Blaziken's feet always used to confuse me as a kid. I was like, where are its toes? And they're just in the feathers. So it's not a problem. What's Ghost Rider's ability called again? Ghost Rider Look of Penance, I think it's called. Or the Penance Stare. Medusa Eyes. Basilisk Eyes. The eyes have the power to kill anyone who looks into them. The basilisk is usually a snake, I believe. The extremely real science behind the basilisk's lethal gaze. Okay, let's see. We're gonna make a basilisk owl. Basilisk myth, I suppose. Because a basilisk actually is a type of lizard. Basilisk, the king of serpents, as a reptilian creature with some like rooster-like qualities. Okay, who's famous for its ability to kill with a single glance. Like its bird, like lizard cousin, or its bird's lizard cousin, the cockatrice basilisk is said to be born from union of serpents and roosters. Okay, so this could be like a serpent and an owl or something. According to the theory of vision, our eyes send out beams of elemental fire that spread. Manticore. What the hell is the barnacle tree? Sprouts goslings like fruit. What? It sprouts baby geese. Okay. That's very strange. Eye beams. Okay, I'm just reading through an article now and it has a lot of big words, which is why I'm not reading it. It's talking about how your vision is determined by eye beams. Okay. What if I look at basilisk owl? Oh, that just brings up a owl house thing. Okay, so there's not really much. But if we kind of look at this, because you know, it's like a Pokemon isn't just a one-to-one representation of a thing. It can take from multiple things. So the basilisk kills you by looking at you. Owls are a symbol of death. Owls are a bird. Roosters are a bird. You know, it kind of fits together, I think. So what I want to do is take this. We're going to keep that, and then I'm going to do some trickology. What could it be holding with its feet? Or could it have something on the end of its tail or something? Like some sort of symbol of death that isn't a skull, you know? So I don't think they'd just have it holding a... Borgir! Explain to me how it's like Mimikyu? Do you mean in that it's kind of based off multiple things? It's not just one thing? Or is there something I've missed? Borgir. Easy peasy. And he's like, I need this. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. I could kind of give it skullish patterns on its face, I suppose. Oh, that's fucking terrifying instantly. That's the beak, but just add that and it's like, gorge. Just the nostrils on the... Oh, Mimikyu. Sorry, I was thinking of Pyukumuku. I don't think that this thing would straight up kill you with its eyes, but I think like it'd be a myth. So I doubt Mimikyu actually kills people in Pokemon. I wish it did. You could just get an instant game over. What the bloody Christ is going on with that tail? Let me check. See if there's another kind of image of that. Obviously there's... What in the fuck is this? Excuse me. What the fuck? Of a basilisk. It's a legendary reptile, a serpent king. Cause death with a single glance. What the flying Christ am I looking at here, like? How are these two things the same creature, and why is this one wearing a hat? That's on Wikipedia as the main image. Basilisk's weakness is the odor of a weasel. Of course it is. Like, was the odor of a weasel if it was thrown into the basilisk's hole? That chin indeed. Did I just drink bleach? Be a great way to end the day. A really bleachy tone from this. Segs. Why does it have 8 limbs? What the fuck is that? So now I'm like, should I give this thing, you know, many limbs? I don't think it's too out of the question. So we're actually gonna kind of start that drawing again, just because I obviously didn't begin drawing it with that in mind. So we're gonna get that there. We're gonna just add some legs, and I'm gonna erase that. Well, not erase it, but remove it from existence. So the head, I'm gonna kind of keep the same. Pokemon forgets how to draw. What if I gave it a skull nose on the beak? Yo, Veggie, are you working today? Am I interrupting your sweet, sweet job? not interrupting, but am I distracting you? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm thinking we can have kind of a body that arcs around like the moon. As it comes out at night. Wowee, wowee, wah. Try and take that. What am I doing? Okay, so let's say a wing kind of starts there, a wing kind of starts there. This is always tricky. I can't believe this thing is real. That is actually bananas. If you just went with nubs instead of... There's a way to do this, I'm just... not quite getting it. Sup? I'm drawing a weird dude. Were you here when I discovered this fucking thing? That is a basilisk, allegedly. Who'd have thought? I just want my coffee, you fucking basilisk. Don't know why I started in a British accent and ended in an Australian. Excuse me with the big lines, like. Universally recognized? Maybe? Oh, to have kind of crown-shaped feathers up here. So it's the king of... It's the Serpent King. Is the name of this thing. Kind of wings is always a... or are always a fun thing. So I'm going to do now is I'm going to look up bird Pokemon. I'm not necessarily going to put them on the screen. I just googled bird. Hilarious. Bird Pokemon. Okay, just to see how their wings work when they're folded down. If any of them have cool ideas and such. What necessarily is happening here? Definitely one of the stranger lads, like. I'm guessing he could fly as well. Or could have that be hollow, maybe? So let's like that. And then what if? It's just a bunch of feathers or something. I guess we do need to make him a bit avian. Yeah, Aaron. Who's this? What would you call that, like? Dr. Turkey Mouse, like, why does he have 8 legs? He does have 8 legs, doesn't he? Yeah. I thought it might just be one of those rendering choices where it doesn't show all of them. Hey. What is going on here? Is a very good question. Okay, the word of the day is night. Night refers to times when it's dark, and also we're going with nocturnal animals. So I was like, let's go with an owl. Owls are the symbol of death in a lot of ways. So then I was like, owls also have big eyes. So I was like, the basilisk can kill you by looking at you, as you know from Harry Potter. So then I was googling like, what does the basilisk eyes look like? And then found out a basilisk is like a mix between a rooster and a snake. And then apparently this is like a pure basilisk. It's king of the serpents, the serpent king. So it has a crown. Roosters and owls are both birds. So I'm making kind of a basilisk death owl thing. It's very, very strange, but I mean, somebody probably did dream it up in a fever dream. So it's not real. Oh, Auto-select, you're the bane of my existence yet again. Yeah, actually, Aaron, I think you have one as a pet, don't you? They're native to Waterford, aren't they? I just have to hide all of this. Yeah, I knew. I knew. Such a stupid phrase, like... Yeah, look who it is. The last person you expected to see, like... Mishi 66, like... Please don't turn my stream into a college chat room. Yeah, JJ, I'd say. Because I'm fucking epic, Aaron. Not really. So, there's a thing you can do, but you have to turn it on in Photoshop. It's called smoothing. So currently I have it like 66%. So you'll see like where my actual lad is. Where my cursor is, you know, the pen is slightly behind it. Whereas just normal, when it's down to 0, it's just like it's there, like. You can tend to go like blah, 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 blah. So smoothing is your friend. Skip-a-da-bub-a-bub-a. Watch this, look. Who's this? Nah, actually, it's actually Hanzo. It's his new skin. Yeah, you got pranked. Oh, dear Jesus. Okay, now it's a big, like, hefty line like this, it's very easy to wibbly wobbly. What the fuck? Oh. I had ice in a cup of water and it was dripping on my leg and I was like, what the frig? Why is my desk leaking? If you're a veggie, you should hop on Overwatch later. What's Aaron? How are you now after your day of pain? Yeah, I'm feeling. Yeah, he's grand. How'd your man run on the beach, like? Sand on, like. How can you get grip? Jesus! Where did that come from? Be a bit bigger. Just leave him like that. It's done. Well, this is a bit shit, innit? What's the big idea? You're turning an owl into a dragon. That's not very smart, is it? Why don't you turn an owl into a cow? They both have 3 letters. What turned an owl into a cow? Why'd you do that? If I told you to do that, I must have been on some serious drugs. I like the music too, KB. If you can tell me what it's from, you get a high 5. But I've been listening to it about 80% of the streams I do this game. Cow-like. Oh boy. Skip it a bop boom bada. Let me look at Marowak just so I don't end up making this look like a pair of balls. Okay, it's pretty... There you are. I do too, KB. It's very, very strange. And this is why it pays to go for maybe not the most obvious prompt, or why it pays to go and do your research. So you can maybe find something very cool to do. Not yet, Aaron. I do have... It's kind of like slightly... It's like a design I did last year, but actually with a concept behind it. So the design from last year's Smaugust is this fella, Gorgoyle. It's just like a weird gargoyle owl, but there was no. I guess like these lines were meant to be like a mouth, but they kind of go underneath the eyes, and it wouldn't make very much sense. Whereas this is like based on an owl and a basilisk, so obviously has an edge over this guy. But I don't think the name Gorgoyle would suit it. So maybe some kind of combination of basilisk and owl. What's an owl's scientific name? Bye, KB. It's always a pleasure. I'll likely see you tomorrow, given your track record. Am I using the right brush? Oh, I'm not using the right brush size. Oh! Oh, that's such an annoying thing, but I've already drawn this far, so we're just gonna have to go with it. Oh, I hate that. I don't want to draw all over the guy again, like. Prowler, like. Problem is that owl is just in prowl already. And prowl is a word. So it's like, what can you do to differentiate? Yeah, I'll call him John. You think I won't, but I will. John Man, like. I regret every decision I've ever made and the fact that I'm giving him, like, fingernails, but... Did you watch Suicide Squad, Aaron? Your man, like. Did you win or lose the last game of Overwatch after I left? Your man thinks, like. Oh, Jesus Christ, hang on, what's happening here? There we go. Yeah, easy. I have mine as well. I don't know where the actual sheet is, but I have it scanned. They're hardly going to expect us to bring the physical sheet with us whenever if we're going anywhere. A COVID app, like, easy. And then it was time to colour in the bitch. Okay. Oh, I have to break all my fingers. On my neck. Oh. Okay.
Dr. Toboggan.
Let's put this on pink, I guess. I bring up all my images of owls again. Bright yellow. Grayish beaks. I think we don't need a pink beak on this guy. What is this, a beak for ants? Try like this. I'm just blocking on the colors. I'll figure them out in a sec. Okay. I'll fill in all the in-betweens after I've kind of picked a color. So, not that to match the wings. I think the bone color is okay. So now this, because it's a king. Take that and just saturate it down more. Dark boy, like. And some kind of yellowy. Hmm. Very strange. Actually, that should be this color. This is very confusing. I'll do shading and I can come back to that. Because it's kind of a absolute disaster. Color-wise, I like him visually, but... Where's my glove? Ugh. Okay. Okay. I'm just taking a little bit of a break. I shall return. Okay. Okay, let's go. With the forkin' shading, boy! What if I just make the wings body color? Ugh. Just like a darker blue again. Some sort of other blue. Not gonna worry about it. Figure it out later. Actually, to lower this a tad. Ah. Where is the gap? I'm kind of just realizing that the skull itself looks like a crown, so... It also really looks like a skull upside down with these big old crazy jaws. Hi KB, thank you. I'm not too sure what to do with the colours, but... I'm gonna shade it in first anyway, because I can figure out colours later. Also in regards to names, don't have anything... Nothing's come to mind just because I haven't been thinking about it. I think this one might be kind of easier to do something with because we can go with like Grim Reaper, we can go with Basilisk, we can go with Owl, Knight. Don't really want to use the word death in a name. Not the song of my nightmares. Yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty big gap. Okay. We're nearly there. Where's the gap, Mom? Mom! There's a gap. Gaddy. Of course I have to do the... Should do these fingers as well. Easy peasy. Okay.
This is a long, arduous process.
But I didn't say anything, but I kind of came into today with burnout. I only realized kind of 10 minutes before 7 that like I needed to actually go and stream, and I was like, ah. And then I had a shower, so that may have helped. I think I did pretty good for a day when I wasn't quite there. This is such... The game is Hollow Knight, by the way, that the soundtrack is from. But it's just like a testament to how good a game it is. This song, in all of its fantasticness, is about a warrior who fights using poop. It's such a good game. But the difficulty ramps at the very end like an unbelievable curve. It's probably the hardest game I've ever played. Blab. Okay. Coming up to the bit I want nothing to do with, but I decided to create this, so... Just spare myself from shading all the feathers. I'm just gonna shade them all in the middle. I do a little bit of edge lighting. Be amazing if this program could just detect what I'm thinking and just do it, instead of me actually having to draw it. Well, like just for the shading, because I'm like, I just need to draw a line around this so that it doesn't fill in. And there probably is a better way to do this, but he lazy. I might try out some different shading methods the later we go. What is this? Where am I missing? Oh. I see ya. Right there. Wow. Hey, Mickey. Joy. What a joy it is to see you. Actually, I may have known you were about to arrive through some new secret techniques I've developed called having my Discord window open and seeing that you just came online. But as always, it is very nice to see you. This is a guy... Yes, it did. This is a guy that I will explain after I've shaded this wing. But I gotta say the music is fitting today the most out of all of them. Even though it's the same soundtrack I'm listening to. Is the shading done? Colors aren't final yet either, but now that I've kind of stepped back away from them and look back, they're not that bad. Darker shadows on this guy because it's nighttime. Because he's the night dragon. And I'm gonna wait until the colors are final to do any of that shite. Shading in the eyes is a little bit too dark for moi. Brighten that up. Make him pop more. Oh, I need to sit up. Rawr. Breaky breaky neck time. Squeeze me. Oh, there we go. I was almost about to ask you how your day was, but you just told me you woke up. So I suppose, did you sleep okay? Would be the logical next step for that. What are all these layers now? I've lost track of myself. Eye shine, lines. This is currently nothing. Okay. Excellent. Because I'd hate to be interrupting your sleep if it's not going well. Ooh. Recorded how? Like a let's play or drawing or what? Just trying smoothing for my eraser. Oh, frig. I'm out of the loop with, like, dual Let's Plays, so I've actually forgotten what a Soul Link is. Is it like a Nuzlocke where if somebody's Pokemon dies, the other person has to release one, or am I completely wrong? Hey, stop. Oh, okay, so it's like a whole like ROM hack situation. So you don't actually get encounters at the exact same time, but if like you get an encounter, the other person needs to then kind of run around in the grass and get an encounter. Like that? Oh, itchy nose time.
Kind of weird.
There's a picture that I found when I was researching that I'm very excited to show you. Because I think every human being should see it. And I can tell you now, it is nothing what you think it's going to be. It will cause you a lot of great distress and confusion. Okay, I think we, Dungeon Rings. We're gonna have to divide the shade and this all up into different colors because they all have different values. The bones mainly. The bones. There we go. Okay. These colors have actually grown on me. What if I just made that a straight upgrade? Blavey boy, like, I think that works better. Okay. Now, let's get a nice big stupidly bright background. Hey. So we can see where to do things. I don't know, I would have been interested in doing kind of one of those, not necessarily a Soul Link, but kind of a Nuzlocke versus kind of thing. Where after each gym, you know, you battle and whoever loses has to release a Pokemon or something. But I'm long off Nuzlocks now. And not a lot of my friends are into Pokemon, so then... And then the ones that aren't necessarily comfortable streaming. Or not even streaming, but just being in videos. So I'm like, I kind of drew the short end of the stick regarding that. But like, I haven't played Pokemon in a very long time now. And I know why that is, because I went on a crazy quest to do a lot of crazy things. Do I need to adjust the shade on the bone as well? Is that going to put my mind at ease? Oh, and I want to... Okay, and there we go like this. I don't even know what a cage lock is. Oh my Christ! Your man looked into Medusa's eyes like... That was kind of scary. I think the white claws work better. Oh. What's it called? A cage lock. I'm here with a history of making Nuzlocks and I don't know half of them. So I just used to Google them and be like, does this name exist? Does this concept exist? And it's like, no, and I'm like, good. I think this guy's done. I can't really think of any other color schemes. Oh, I don't have a name for him. Oh, oh no. Okay. Oh boy. I think he's more dark than he is a dragon. So we'll put dragon second. He actually is pretty dragony. He's got the 4 legs and the wings. I think Dragon Dark could work as well. I'm going to keep him as Dragon Dark. Place embedded. Types. Dark. Yeehaw. Okay. Are you ready for the big reveal? He's gonna be really stupid. But hey, that's another type out of the way. Mickey. The soundtrack has switched to another video, but it's alright. Is that right? I guess it is. Let's condense everything down into a folder. Now let's get the layer style. And wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Bap. Let's take a quick look, see if there's no stray pixels. The scrolling I have to do to get down to the background is insane because I have 2 folders open and each folder has all of the research and layers for every Fakemon we've done so far. Okay, nothing is standing out. I think everything's okay. Okay. So, this guy. I'm just going to mark this layer as green so that everything above it gets turned on. And we're done. So word of the day was night. I was like, okay, it entails nighttime nocturnal animals and darkness. Figured the best nocturnal animal to go with would be an owl. I was doing some kind of animals that live in total darkness, but you know, even during the day, the bottom of the sea exists. My stream latency is really slow. That's like a full 10 seconds behind when I was talking. What's going on there? So then I had this guy from last year, who was my first dragon last year, and if you remember I said in the Smaugust video, I said the first of the month is always the worst. Not that this guy's pretty bad, so I didn't mind doing an owl dragon again. So got loads of reference pictures for owls. Then obviously got all of the owl Pokemon that exist. Then the ends of Blaziken's feet, because I was like, it'd be this owl here kind of gave me the idea of what if it kind of stood on the tips of its wings or something. So then I was like, oh, you know, an owl, owls are a sign of death. And then I was like, what if it had like eyes like Medusa? But I was like, that's more turning you to stone. I mean, you still technically die, but what kills you by looking at you? It's the basilisk. And obviously I know the basilisk from Harry Potter, but I know it is a thing that exists outside of that. And the basilisk is like half rooster, half snake. So it's like half, what I'm getting from that is it's half avian, half reptile. So I'm like, okay, a bird is an avian, an owl's an avian, and then the dragon bit will be the reptile. Then figured I'd give it a big body, and the body is curved like the crescent moon because it's night, and then yeah, there we have him. But this image is supposedly what a basilisk is. King Serpent, as it's called. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, that's just it, we're done. We have to do this. So that's why he has kind of a big crown aspect, because of this fucking eight-legged chicken boy, chin boy. What is this? It's so weird. Okay, well, that's all of that. So I suppose now the name. Is what we need. So he is, or they are, rather. Let's make that big. Owl. Basilisk. Dark. Death. Decease. Gaze. Glare. Night. It's very, very hard. I suppose king. Darking, like. Owlisk. Nice cinnamon. Dusk. Twilight. Let's see. It's an old scientific name. Strigiforms. Oh, yeah, like Strix. Isn't Strix an owl thing? Yeah. I think that's where Dartrix comes from. Midnacht. What's the oct coming from? Or am I missing something here? Also, yeah, my stream is like 10 seconds delay, which is really annoying. I'm going to count from doing this line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's like a full 9 seconds behind. That's insane. It's never been that bad. It's usually like 2 at most. Yeah, actually that makes sense. Nocturnal. My Nocturnal is ordered. Nocturne. Something turn could be cool. Just gonna keep going through words. Death synonyms. Demise. Slay. Expire. What does infernal mean? Which character's hell at the underworld. Nocturnal or something. No. Oh, it's one of those guys. Might just go with Midnoct. My only problem is it sort of sounds like Noctowl. Infernix. What about Nocturnix? Basilstrix. Basistrix. Ballastrix. Nocturnix. I kind of like Nocturnix. Yeah. Stream's over 2 hours now anyway, you know, so I don't want to be doing this. Come up with a name for ages. The Y is definitely cooler. Oh shit, is it? Ah, Nyx is the Greek goddess of the night. Perfect. Excellent. Circular reasoning and all that. And they could also stand for Strix. Lovely. Anyway. There he is. I'm gonna save him and I'm gonna go play Overwatch. Thank you for joining at the last minute, Joy. It's always a pleasure. I'll be back tomorrow as usual. Oh yeah, that's right. I need to do this bit. So let's name the folder so I know what's in it. And let's save this guy before I go messing up anything, which I've been prone to do. It's the 12th day of Smaugust, my true love said to me, an owl in a dragon's body. Okay. We got... Bam! Knight. And I'm very happy. I think what happened to me with Day is that Jack had uploaded the Smaugust video on day 6, which like threw me for a loop. So I suppose I think I saw Day and I was like, his day one, and I was like, how can I even compete with that? And I ended up just making Hippo Drago. Anyway, tomorrow is Tropical. can make a nice tropical drink or something. Anyway, I will see y'all tomorrow. Thank you. Where the frig is OBS? Also, you'll be hearing this like 10 seconds later. Thanks, Joy. We'll have a nice evening. Bye, everybody.